One of the more interesting glitches in Super Mario Sunshine is the invisible Delfino Plaza glitch, which lets Mario explore a version of Delfino Plaza where all of the map geometry is invisible. Luckily for us though, all objects like NPCs, fruits, and that kind of thing are still visible, so we can still navigate the plaza. This glitch is one of the most mysterious and most misunderstood glitches in Super Mario Sunshine, and in this video we're going to break down how the glitch works and clear up the misconceptions that have come to surround it over the years. So first off, to explore how the glitch works, we need to execute the glitch. The most well-known way to execute this glitch is to use the rocket nozzle next to the entrance of the blue coin exchange room, wait until the exchange room's interior shows up, and dive out of the room. If performed correctly, we fall back down to an invisible Delfino Plaza. But there's actually another way to do it, and it's a lot easier. We can also execute the glitch by walking into the box game room with the hover nozzle, ground pounding facing at an angle towards the wall, sidestepping, and hovering back towards the room when Mario clips into the ground. No matter which way we do it, we make it to the same invisible plaza, so it's up to you to do it however you want. So now that we know how to execute the glitch, let's look at how it works. There's a huge misconception floating around about this glitch. Some sources claim that the invisible plaza is a copy of the regular plaza located far underground. And this isn't true. It's actually the same plaza. As for why the plaza is invisible, well, that's because of how the game handles entering large rooms. In Super Mario Sunshine, some rooms are too large to put inside of the buildings they're supposed to be in, and to make these rooms work, the developers place the interiors of the rooms far above the map. So wait, how does Mario get from the plaza to the room when the room is all the way above the map? The answer is warps. You see, when Mario enters one of these rooms, he doesn't actually enter it. He touches an invisible warp object that takes him to the interior far above the map. The same is true for exiting the room. Mario doesn't actually exit the room. He touches an invisible warp object that takes him back down to the plaza. But the warps do more than just that. When Mario tries to enter a big room, two things happen when he touches the warp object. He's warped to the room, and the game is instructed to stop drawing the plaza and draw the interior of the room instead. This is normally unnoticeable since we can't see past the interior of the room while we're in the room. We just see a lot of dark blue. When Mario exits the room, the warp object teleports us back down to the plaza and tells the game to stop drawing the interior of the room and go back to drawing the plaza. We can actually see this happen if we activate the glitch through the blue coin exchange room. When we interact with the warp object, the room's interior appears, and the plaza below disappears, and the game won't redraw the plaza until we touch the warp object in the room. So as long as we don't touch that warp object, the game will never draw the plaza. Likewise, the interior of the room will only be drawn if we activate the warp object in the plaza. So when we use the rocket nozzle next to the entrance of the room, we're actually trying to activate the warp object. If we do it right, the game does what it's supposed to do. Mario is taken up to the exchange room, and the game stops drawing the plaza and draws the interior. But because of how we entered the room, we keep moving upwards and we're able to dive out. And when we dive out, we never touch the warp object. Therefore, the game never draws the plaza, so it will remain invisible. So when we land, we'll be in an invisible Delfino Plaza. As for why some people believe the invisible plaza is some secret plaza located under the real thing, I think it's because of the warp. Because the game warps Mario up to the room, it takes a longer time to fall back down to the invisible plaza than it feels like it should take, creating the illusion of falling to a secret underground plaza. But it's not a secret underground plaza, it's just warp magic. So let's look at the other method of executing the glitch. First we go to the box game room, and we ground pound and sidestep out. If we do this part correctly, we'll clip into the ground and fall out of bounds. If you look carefully, you can see that the game redraws the plaza, so we actually activate the warp object, and if we just let Mario fall, he'll end up under the plaza. Anyway, after we clip out of the box game room, we have to hover back in. This activates the warp object again, warping us up to the room, drawing the interior, and making the plaza disappear. Now we have to stop hovering before Mario comes up through the floor completely. If he comes up through the floor, he'll just land in the room. If half of his body is in the floor, he'll fall down to the invisible plaza. A cool thing about this glitch is that since the interior is still drawn, we can look up at the room we clipped out of while we're in the plaza and see it floating in the sky. And if we use a glitch such as rocket storage to get back up into the room, it will look normal. From there, we can exit the room normally, drawing the plaza and thereby ending the glitch. Because the interiors are drawn when the plaza is not, and vice versa, there's a sister glitch to the invisible plaza glitch, the invisible room glitch. If we use rocket storage to clip into one of the rooms, the interior will be invisible. However, just like the invisible plaza glitch, all level objects will still be visible. So hopefully this video clears some things up about the glitch. Now we know how to execute it, and we know what's actually going on when we do execute it. Thank you all for watching.